Welcome to the Titan Voice. My name is Samantha Hookstons.
And I'm Brandon Hayashi. Today's top news story involves a 20-year-old Kamloops man, Robert Gudzik, who crashed his vehicle on the Trans-Canada Highway and fled the scene 10 minutes before police could arrive. We'll learn more about this incident as we report to Monica, who is live at the scene.
On March 28th, a drunk driver crashed into an electrical pole, rolled into a ditch, and fled. Fortunately, no one was injured. When police arrived, there was a passenger in the front seat, unconscious. It was later discovered that it was the driver's girlfriend.
I got a call to pick up someone at 7-Eleven on Seymour Street. I had already heard about the incident earlier and I was informed about his appearance, so I was well aware when I saw him standing outside. He asked to be taken to Trans-Canada Highway, but I took him to the nearest RCMP station instead.
In other news, a special report on a fight in West Side. Now to you, Jacob.
On Tuesday, March 27th, there was a brutal brawl over at West Side Secondary School where two grade 10 guys fought it out. Plenty of students went to watch this fight and ended up taking pictures and videotaping it. The bystanders of the fight later posted the videos on YouTube and Facebook. The vice principal of the school, Gord Cumming, has suspended 13 kids already for the encouragement of the fight. We are now showing the video that the local news group CFJC took off YouTube of the fight.
Hopefully the principals, parents, and peers are all working towards putting an end to this violence. Now for a special interview with the vice principal of Westside Secondary, Gord Cumming.
Recently, there was a fight at your school. How was this altercation handled?
Well, it's just it's a big process to deal with an altercation that happens at our school. From start to finish, it took about 3 days. So how the process of a fight is dealt with is students are interviewed and called in. We've tried to find out who actually was involved in the fight. Once we've done that, then we have to contact parents and we have to find out where the truth lies, because there's always stories that are going around out there. And beneath all of that, there's fact. And that's the hardest part, is to find what the true facts of the stories are, who was involved.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Coming up on the Titan Voice, we have Alex Sewell live on location at the Walloper Gravel Pit, where the break-in and vandalism occurred.
I'm here in front of the Walloper Gravel Pit, the site of the break-in and vandalism. Between Saturday, March 24th and Monday, March 26th, thieves were able to enter and break into the Walloper Gravel Pit. The Walloper Gravel Pit was located near Logan Lake exit on Highway 97C. Large equipment was vandalized and 2 trailers currently being used as offices were broken into. Also, a large amount of copper wire was stolen. Police are still investigating the situation. Here we are on the phone with RCMP officer Elijah Ford.
Why do you think the majority of the items stolen was the copper wire?
Recently, the price of copper wire has been very high, so naturally the amount of thefts has been increasing.
Do the RCMP have any leads on who the thieves may have been or where the wire is?
We do have a few suspects, but currently we are not prepared to give out any information.
This is Alex Sewell, live on location at the Walloper Gravel Pit.
Find out why retired medical specialists rallied outside of RIH.
What is it like being treated in a busy hallway?
It's hectic. Everyone always bumps into my desk. The lights never turn off, and it's always so loud.
I see what you mean now. I will talk to you later. Bye.
Retired medical specialists rallied outside of Royal Inland Hospital on March 26th about overcrowding and the fact that many doctors are forced to treat the patients in the hallways. Patients' beds are put in the hallways because all the rooms are full. In the 1970s, the Royal Inland Hospital had over 477 beds, but in 2012 they only have 224.
Why are you protesting? Because BC Medical Association needs to realize that better living conditions are needed for these patients right now.
And this is Taylor Nelson reporting live from Royal Inland Hospital. Thank you.
Reporting live for the Titan Voice on inhumane slaughter of horses is Sarah Kirby.
Inhumane horror involving horses is an ongoing topic. For In Close Insight, Bailey and Cheyenne will be interviewing live.
Hello, I'm Bailey DePalma reporting live for the Titan Voice with Cheyenne on inhumane slaughter of horses. What's going on in these slaughterhouses, Cheyenne?
Well, the horses are loaded into unsafe trailers, often causing severe injuries. Upon arrival, they have very little room, food, or water, causing even more injuries and starvation. Then, on their way to the kill chute, the floors are extremely slippery, causing even more. As they reach their final destination, they get killed in one of three ways: the gun, the bolt, or the knife. Often the gun or bolt miss or don't go through the skull, and the knife just makes them unconscious. In all three ways, there is over a 70% chance that the horse is still alive and breathing when they hang them up for the butcher.
So, Cheyenne, why is this happening?
Well, one reason: money. If you think about it, all those horses have been someone's friend. And for everyone who has ever wanted a horse, 20 die every day like this. This is insane and completely unnecessary. Something has to be done, so what are we going to do about this?
Today we have Quinn Nielsen in Quebec, on location at an animal shelter, where 125 dogs are now staying after being rescued from a breeding operation.
I'm Quinn Nielsen. 120 dogs have been rescued from a breeding operation after it was discovered that they were receiving improper care. I am on location here at Animal Shelter, south of Quebec City, where the dogs are now receiving veterinarian care.
As you can see here, many of the dogs are injured or sick. The dogs were also not receiving enough food. Later on, a judge will decide whether the dogs will be put up for adoption or returned to the breeding operation. The dogs are now at the shelter. Here they are in the care of an organization that enforces animal welfare. Unfortunately, cases of uncared-for dogs are a common occurrence in Canada. In the last year, many different dog facilities have been reported for mistreating the animals in their care.
Now to sports, we will get a special report from Dante and Sydney, where we will get a private interview with the Blazers head coach and hear about their great achievement, making it to the second round of the playoffs.
For the first time in 13 years,
the Kamloops Blazers are entering the second round of playoffs.
The Kamloops Blazers defeated the Victoria Royals in 4 games to move on to the second round of the WHL 2012 playoffs.
They are facing Portland Winter Hawks in the second round of playoffs. Top scoring player number 19, Brandon Randolph, had 40 goals and 52 assists over the regular season, and in the playoffs he scored 1 goal and 2 assists.
Now over to Kylie Green with the head coach of the Blazers, Guy Charon.
Thanks, Dante. So tell me about Ranford. Is he an asset to your team? I mean, he did score 40 goals and 52 assists in the season.
Well, yes, he is a very good asset to the team. Everyone on the team has been working very hard, and I am very proud of them.
Do you think you had a good team this year?
Yes, I am very proud of my team this year, and they are very proud we have made it this far.
Thank you, Dee. Back to you, Sydney. Join us next week for an update on the Kamloops Blazers.
Next up on the Titan Voice will be your weather report. Reporting live from studios is meteorologist Catherine Gray.
Welcome to Titan News. We're seeing the temperature pick up slowly as we progress throughout the week. Your short-term forecast today will be cloudy with isolated showers and a high of 9. Tonight we'll get a bit chilly with the temperature going down to -1 with scattered flurries. As we move on to Thursday, we will have some wet snow and a high of 11. Friday will be cloudy with showers and a high of 12. Your weekend is heating up with a high of 14, but there is a slight chance of showers. Monday is the warmest yet with a high of 17 and a few cloudy periods.
Moving to the east end of Canada in St. John's will be 3 degrees with rain, about 240 millimeters. Montreal will have a high of 9 with a few showers, and for your last quick report, Toronto will look mainly sunny with a high of 11.
The British Columbia Quick Report for today, starting in Prince George, is a high of 7. Moving south to Vancouver is looking the same with variable cloudiness. In Kelowna is also a high of 8 with isolated showers.
The sunrise in Kamloops for Wednesday, April 4th will be at 6:34 a.m. and the sunset at 7:37 p.m.
And that's all for your Wednesday, April 4th weather report. This is Catherine Gray reporting live from Titan News.
That's it for the Titan Voice, Friday, April 4th. Stay classy, Kamloopians.